in and try to see what they got. Alright, I got it. Wheel was on that rim. Alright, so we're going to the shop and split right there. That's the difference. Spring plug. Tie rod? Oh yeah.
This would have 100% come off if
Bring this up though. Wow, that's actually not bad. Alright, first start up.
What do you plan to do if this whole dream of yours doesn't work out?
It doesn't even enter my consciousness.
Alright, so I'm getting the gear oil for the Lexus synthetic in a bag so I can pour it in and like squeeze it and I don't have to worry about getting a hose to fill it up. It's crazy. I just changed my oil like 2 days ago and now they magically have the 530 on Restore and Protect. So don't matter. I'm switching right back to mobile next time. Next thing I'm gonna do is I gotta get trans fluid, and then this I want to get pink because they have green coolant in my car right now, and then I have a gallon of green coolant at my house. They didn't put the correct coolant in, and it's like mixed with green and like old brown disgusting coolant. So I want to get the proper coolant in there before winter this year. Because it's like gunking up and out like that, so I'm gonna get like I'm looking for the cooling system flush right here. $5 for this, so I'm gonna get that. So I have that now. All I need to do is get that. I'm not getting that right now with the trans fluid. What I'm doing now is I'm going to do that and then drain the coolant that's in the radiator out. All of it in the engine, use a hose, everything, get it all out, and I'm going to use the green coolant I have at the house right now and put that back in the radiator, fill it up, and then use water for the rest of that. And then I'm going to add this in there with it and drive probably like 100 miles with this in there and then flush that out. And then I'll come back and get that before I do all that. I'll probably be driving on the flush with the green coolant that I'm going to have in there. I have distilled water. I'm not going to fill it up with a hose, so when I'm cleaning it out, I'm going to use distilled water and the green coolant just to like clean it out. Then I'm going to use the pink. Where is it? They said they were out of stock online, so they might not have it. I do want to get the concentrate though, so this way I only have to add water. When you're paying 50/50, well, concentrate is $3 more. And you're getting 50% more, so you always try to get concentrate, but they don't have the Ace in the vehicle coolant right now. They do have this, so I'm getting that. I've never heard anything about this. I know this works. We used this at my one job at the Sunoco I was telling you about, but yeah, so got everything I need for the car this go around. Eventually I'll do power steering and brake fluid. I'm probably going to do that next spring, maybe before that even. I don't know yet. We are here, bro. A little vape hit real quick. Let's go in and try to see what they got. Damn, dude, no single sockets. Well, it looks like I'm getting this, unless I find a single socket, because I need a 10. I want to make sure they have a 10 first. It's not a 10.
So I could not break it loose. I could not track the car up high enough to get the leverage on the breaker bar to break them loose. So I just paid a shop to break them loose, and then I brought it back and did the job myself, which I'm going to show you here on this video. Again, people use jack stands
Trying to see.
because if I had jack stands, I could have just done all this myself, and I wouldn't have had to pay a shop $80. But
10
then
right
again,
there.
you'll see why it was
I
a good
swore
thing I
it was
paid the
bigger
shop
than that,
$80
though.
to break those bolts
Wanted
loose
to
for
see
half
if they
hours
have a
labor
single socket,
because it might
though.
have saved my life.
Well, they don't have single sockets, but it's still cheaper than Walmart by like $3. Alright, I got it. Now we can do the diff and then the coolant flush, hopefully within the next day or two. Alright, we are heading back to the crib. Wheel was on that rim. I'm gonna try to sneak under here, break the shit loose quick as possible, let it drain. Alright, so we're going to the shop and they're going to do they're going to break the bolts loose, the drain plug and the fill plug on the rear diff. We're pulling in right now. This is one of the two shops I trust, and I really don't trust shops at all. So I'm just going to pull this in front of the only open bay and assume that's where it's going, and then walk inside. With the car running, obviously. So, yeah. What's up, man? Wow, this back end is rusted more than I like. Wow.
One week later from this clip, I'm editing this video. Tie rod is absolutely shot replacing it today. Then to Firestone for a free lifetime alignment.
I'm trying to see. I got a noise from this rear end too, so I'm trying to see. Oh wow, that could be done. Subframe bushings look like they need to be replaced.
Barely on there.
Too.
Firestone didn't tighten the tie rod pin back in, they had zero reason to remove this, leading to it almost coming off and risking others plus my life. Imagine I did not come in and broke those plugs loose myself.
Yes, yeah. Tie rod?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This would have 100% come off if that storm didn't come. Friday and I didn't give up on breaking my differential plugs loose.
Alright, Sunday morning, take 2 at this. Got to get everything put on the ground so it's in hands reach. Where'd I put the socket, man? Don't tell me I don't know where the fucking socket went. Gotta back the car up, find the socket, and then jack it up, and put this wheel under the rear tire like last time. So I'm gonna get to that. I got the glasses on. I'm gonna use those to try to record enough of it. Probably gonna take them off when I gotta break the nuts loose. So yeah, let's get to it. Nice little cold store has not been started in a few days because I thought I was gonna do it yesterday, but what happened yesterday? Something happened yesterday. I don't remember, but I didn't do it. Now it's Sunday morning, so yeah, gotta back it up. I want to be off the tar as much as possible. So when I jack it up, I'm not on the brand new driveway, so I don't get snapped at. All right. Oh, I should have got this jack out of here beforehand, son of a. Oh yeah, no, I'm jacking up right here. Duh. Forgot just how I had to jack it up last time. There's no other way to jack it up because I got to jack up the control arm point. And I hated this because I had to get on the ground and get it right. Can that be? Here we go, now we're in. It sucks. I really wish I brought it with me now when I went there. Because if I did, they would have done it for me. They probably would have let me do it because I was under there. Alright, so got it jacked up. Gotta do a few more things. And I'm about to get under there. Get this under there now. Get my tools under there. Get these bags under there too, so I got them. Alright. Probably not going to need the breaker bar. Do not want to have to get up for a thing. What else do I need? Something else I need. Good to have this just in case. And I need to get a battery for the for that tool. So we're gonna go grab the battery. All right. So now I'm gonna get on the ground and we're gonna get this going. Oh, and of course I forgot the battery today, so I'm gonna have to hand crank it out the whole way. On loose. All right, the fill plug is loose. That's the most important one to get loose. I'm gonna have to get up to take this off. All right, so I got up. I got the socket off. Clean this off. Keep that right there so you can see it. The bottom one should be easier, but the bottom one was also torqued on, so I'm gonna have to hit it with the ratchet all the way out, which sucks. But at least we got the top off. And I could have lied to you guys on this video, and I could have said I broke these bolts loose myself and didn't have to go to a shop. But I'm not a liar, so and plus I would have rather had a shop do it anyway because this is sketchy, and I'm not trying to strip these bolts because you strip them, you fucked. You're basically fucked. Where the fuck is it? See, I can't even see what I'm doing because I'm trying to give you guys a video. Go in there. Oh, wow, that was a lot easier than I thought. I told him not to tighten it up all the way, so I mean, not to torque it down all the way, and he didn't, which is good because I didn't want to have to re-break them loose. It wouldn't have been nearly as hard as last time, but it still would have been hard even if you torqued them down to spec. That's why I didn't drive this car all day yesterday because I really shouldn't have been. I went to Walmart. That was it. I shouldn't have been driving then either. Let's drain this out though. Wow, that's actually not bad. And he's never changed his fluid. He said that's actually kind of crazy. He's never changed his fluid. Now what I'm going to do is, because this isn't level, I'm going to jack this car back up. Take the wheel out, let it sit down so it drains all of it out, and then jack it back up again when I fill the fluid up. So I'm going to have to sort of guess with the fluid. It said 1.3 to 1.7 quarts, so I'm just going to do 1.7 because this isn't level, obviously, so I can't fill it from a level stance. So yeah, see how much metal's on there. Can't really tell. We'll tell when I get out. Let's get out now and do that. Yeah, that's the metal. Yeah, that oil does not look too bad, and he's never changed it. Kind of crazy. I mean, he might have changed it early on, but let's see. I mean, it's supposed to be metal. Obviously, it's going to be metal on it. So, but kind of crazy that oil was not that bad. But now I have peace of mind knowing that there's new oil in it, and it won't have to be changed for another 30 to 50,000 miles. If I'm using synthetics, it's going to be a little bit longer than normal. But I know for a fact that wasn't synthetic fluid because he didn't use even synthetic oil on his car, and he claims he changed it every 3,000 miles, but Carfax don't lie, and that wasn't the case. He went 6,000 sometimes. So actually I didn't see not one 3,000 mile oil change on that Carfax. I don't think except the first two maybe. But yeah, let's see how much of an angle it's on. Because really not that much of an angle. Now the oil is clean, so let's see. It's still draining, so I'm just going to let that drain for a little bit. I think maybe I'll bring the jack to the other side and jack it up a little bit. That's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to go inside and wash my hands and all that while that's draining. So yeah. I'm not jacking up from the wheel because it's rear wheel drive and I don't want the car to roll forward. Should be good right there. Not too high, just so it looks sort of level. I'll be able to drop this real fast if I have to. Not there yet. It's about as level as I'm gonna get it. It's still the wheels on something over there, so it shouldn't roll forward because it's on there. So it is sort of level now. So let's see. I mean, the front end isn't level, so it's probably could be pulling to the front. But yeah, still draining. Now that I got that level, I'm gonna put it back down, let it sit for a minute because I didn't warm that oil up because the exhaust was really hot last time I did this. So put it back on this side. So when I'm under there, if my dad needs to jack it up or something, he can. If that wants to fail. All right. All right, so we're going to get the drain plug back in now that it's done draining. And then, oh, bitch. And then we're going to put the fluid in it. Yeah, that's not dripping all anymore. Gotta make sure it's torqued down and all that too. That was scaring me for a second. It wasn't going in. It's because the magnet was holding it up. Tighten it down. Already got those bottles opened up so they're ready to go. That looks like it was low on about a quart or almost a quart low on fluid. Man, I can't see shit because I'm filming this through the glasses for y'all. That's mad weird. I'll try to clean that off. This over. I'll fully clean it off when I'm done. I want to get that drain plug done because it looked like something's ripped at the end. Alright, that's good. Let's tighten down all that. This is going to be a fun part. Alright, so looks like it didn't open the way it should have. Motherfucker, man. Can you grab me scissors? The house. Yeah, the ones on the in the junk drawer. Alright, so I'm waiting for him to get them. He's bitching about me using my own scissors. I know I should have brought my pocket knife out here. All the parts that came off this car. Where's that tipped over? I don't remember tipping that. Then what I gotta do is put all the sockets from in there. So this way that fits everything like that. All the big shit now. Obviously I can't keep shit like that in there. But yeah, so I'm gonna start using that toolbox that I bought a while ago. So I can I don't want to get him in the video. Let's cut this shit. Your oil is thick, so I don't want to wait all fucking day. So I'm gonna try to cut it low. Boom, one done. Sucks, man. I need to get a lift. They sell a lift, an electronic hydraulic lift for literally $800 on Temu. And you drive your car onto it, and it'll jack the front end or the rear end of your car up like a lift does in a shop. By the wheel, so that's the thing that sucks. So if you want to do suspension work, it don't even work. You know what I'm saying? Shit just wants something to spin. Come on, dude. Nah, this doesn't want to cut. It just cracked at the tip instead of cutting. So I'm just going to switch that top onto there when I'm done. Alright. Get this shit out of the way. Green part there. Fill there. Alright. How are we going to do this? Alright, you got one down. I'm gonna do the other one. No need to film that. So I got everything torqued up, all the fluid in. I spilt a little bit, but I got the towel right there, so kind of cleaned it off. Now I'm gonna clean all this shit off, and we're gonna drop it down and call it a fucking video. Alright, so cleaned up under there, jacking this up, putting that down. I spilt a lot on the ground. This bag is almost empty. This bag still has some in it, and this is the bag I spilled a lot from. So I got about 1.5 quarts in there. Started spilling out, even though it's on an angle. I didn't mind throwing a little extra and letting it pour out because I don't think I got all of that because it was on an angle. But it's level now. It was definitely low. Unless it's right, it says online it takes like 1.3 to 1.7 quarts. My buddy said it takes he said 2 quarts actually, his took. So, I mean, I guess it all depends who you ask. 1.3 to 1.7, not going to hurt anything. So, but these diffs are much smaller than like a truck differential or anything like that. So it's the same as the LS400 and the GS400 diff, I think too. So yeah, I need to get jack stands though because I need a lift, something that can take this high off the ground because I am getting sick of not being able to do job. Like I wouldn't have had to pay $80 for that shop to break the bolts loose if I had a proper like wheel ramp system or jack system where I could just jack the fucking car up, you know? So, but the good thing is, if the storm didn't come that we had that day and I didn't give up and decided to keep doing it, which I would have probably if the storm didn't come, I wouldn't have found out that Firestone, what they did was, when they did the alignment, I don't know why they did this. They took the tie rod off and they didn't put the what's it called, cotter pin back on, and they didn't tighten it down. They hand tightened it, and they didn't put the cotter pin back in, which I did when I replaced the caster arm on this. And I think they thought I asked them to replace it because I told them I was replacing it, and they thought that I said for them to replace it, and they were starting to loosen it or whatever. I don't know. So either way, they didn't tighten it back up. They only hand tightened it, and they didn't put a cotter pin back in. And if I had decided to break this loose myself and fight with it for a while, which is what I usually do, and didn't pay them fucking that shop, if I didn't pay them fucking how much, $80 to break the bolts loose, well, it wasn't 80 for the bolts, just the bolts because they also did something else. But if I didn't do that, they would have never caught that. I would have never caught that because that it was swaying a little bit. That was it. Very hard to notice. I wouldn't have noticed it actually. A normal person would have noticed it because it was loose just enough. but you barely felt it on sharp turns. That was it. I thought it was from what's up? There's some. Oh yeah, I jacked this car up, and there was some rust under here, so I thought I like might have bent the sway bar, so I wasn't even bother checking it. And then I rolled that out because I did get under here and check it. I'm like, all right, so it's got to be the wheel bearing. The wheel bearing's making some humming sound on there. Has been since I bought the car. It's gotten worse. So I was like, all right, it's a wheel bearing, and I would have ignored it. So that wheel would have came off. I would have fucked shit up, all because Firestone did that. It's like so many times. I got so many stories about them messing with my shit. There's one person that works there who's good, and I flipped out on him one time by accident. So I wish I didn't. Oh well. But yeah, he's one person there. It's good. That's it. But yeah, they almost got me into an accident, and I'm glad that it was caught. That's why I had to pay the other $40 because they used their time to tighten that cotter pin back up and put the tie rod back in. I mean, tighten the tie rod back up, put the cotter pin back in. But I'm gonna go wash up real quick, pull this Ford, and we'll inspect that. All right, let's do it. All right, first startup. Obviously, it's not going to affect anything on the startup, but we're going to do a quick spin to the corner and back. This way I can pull my car up, turn it around, face it this way, and then we'll inspect that oil. So you know what? I'm going to turn left, and we'll go for a little drive around the block. And after this, oil change done. Rear diff done, trans fluid's been done once, coolant's been emptied, replaced once. So I'll still have to do the coolant flush, which is next. Hopefully next video that'll be done. I wanted to do it in this video. Walmart still does not have the pink red JDM coolant. I don't know why. There might be a shortage of that or something. I don't know. I cannot find it anywhere. So I need that, and then I don't need it now, but I don't want to do it and then find out 500 miles later no one has it still, and then I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I want to buy it before I empty this out, rinse it out, and put the green coolant in it. So to do the flush, because I got to flush a bottle of Prestone coolant flush. But yeah, it's driving good, dude. Nice and good. I love it. Got my sun visor up. I'm going to turn the car off. We're going to check underneath to make sure it's not leaking, and we're going to check that oil. Let's get it. No, we're good. Gonna hit it with some brake clean. I mean, there is some oil in here still and debris from the oil, so I didn't really clean it out good. I have nothing to pour it into. Let's pick it up, bring it out in the sun for a minute. Yeah, you can see the oil in there and all that, but nothing really to inspect. It wasn't bad, so I mean, the oil is pretty clean for being diff fluid with 171,000 miles in it. So yeah, I'll pick this back up. I don't know what to drain it into right now. I could go in there. Alright, so I'm gonna figure that out, but that's gonna wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to comment, rate, subscribe. Stay tuned. Still got the coolant flush, which we're going to drain out all the coolant in there, and then put a hose in there, run it, drain that out. Put this jug of coolant in there with the Prestone. I'll take a picture and put it in right here, and mix those two together. And then it says run it for an hour, or drive it up to 5 hours, 100 miles, something like that. Then drain it out, flush it out, and put the new coolant in. You're good to go. I'm going to drive 500 miles instead. Drain it out. Run a hose through it, drain that out, and then fill it up with Asian JDM Toyota coolant. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.